Well, welcome back to my YouTube channel, everybody. We are doing some deep, satisfying cleaning in the garden today. So in this week's video, now that it's April, I had a few messy corners in the garden as always, and I wanted to get the power washer out and have like a good deep clean just to get started with the gardening for spring. Thumbs up if you enjoy a bit of power washing. I'm gonna get straight into the video, and here is how I tackled the garden in this week's video. Here is a little look at the before. I had some cluttered bits in the garden. I had some toys from my niece and nephew that I didn't take in. They got damaged. I had some scrap bits of wood that I do collect for projects, but they had gotten wet and warped. And I just had some random stuff that needed to go to the recycle centre. So cleaning this cluttered corner was first on my list. I also broke Blondie's little cabin. You'll see it, the roof caved on it, but it's because I was putting flower pots on it. So as you can see, I think I mentioned it in previous videos, I get all of the leaves in the neighborhood, the joys of being the end house, and it's the gift from the trees to me. And I just feel like from October until now I'm constantly sweeping leaves. So what I actually do is, this is my trick. You can put it in the compost because leaves make really good compost, but for little bits like this, I sweep them onto the grass and then I cut the grass, and then everything goes into the compost bin and I don't have to kind of be like sweeping them up. So that is my little hack for the leaves. I'm starting in the back garden because I did get to give the grass in the front its first cut about 2 weeks ago, because it was growing kind of quicker because I get a bit more sun in the morning there. So this was the back garden's first cut of the season, and yeah, I'm just sweeping the last of the leaves, getting it ready so I can power wash the back and sort out my pots and just kind of see where I am for the season ahead. Good morning. I've got the sun cream, girls, because today the sun is out and we're gonna do the power washing in the garden. So I'll give you a laugh. Where's my weather? So today in Ireland it's to be sunny and 18 degrees, right? That's like summer. But then on Monday and Tuesday there's snow symbols. Yeah, snow for Monday and Tuesday. So today is definitely a better day to do a bit of power washing. I've got my gardening dress on. It's a bit worse for wear. I think I'm gonna need a new garden dress for 2021 because 2020's one has got a bit grey on me. I'm also just putting on some sun cream, and the smell of sun cream, because I don't know what it is about like the Irish sun. I find I would burn easier like at home than I would on holiday, or maybe you're just more conscious, I don't know. But I'm putting on the sun cream for a day in the garden, vitamin D and power washing. Also, I've just realised that that wasn't sun cream that I was putting on, that was after sun. This is sun cream, that was after sun. So I just thought I would share that in case anyone makes the same mistake, because that could have been a crispy consequence of not being aware. So that was after sun I was putting on. I am sure my neighbours get a right kick out of my gardening attire, especially on a sunny day, because I need my garden apron to hold my phone and my, like, I don't know, my garden stuff. So I need my little apron and I need my little dress so I can get the tan on, and my wellies. So I am practical. You know, sometimes fashion, it's all about practicality. So this is my power washing outfit. Nothing as satisfying as power washing the garden on a sunny day. Like, it doesn't go on for long enough. I feel like I could have like a power washing service. It would just give me so much joy. But I do notice that I don't know if it's because of maybe I don't get enough sun, but I notice throughout winter I get that green kind of algae. I'm not actually sure what it is, but it can actually get quite slippy. So I noticed last lockdown I power washed it off and it came back. So I think I'm just prone to getting it because it could be to do with like position of the sun, lack of light, possibly, I don't know, but it is very satisfying to power wash. I noticed that my hydrangeas are starting to come back to life. I was relieved because I accidentally killed one before. I think I had it in too small of a pot. So when I bought hydrangeas last year, I made sure to get big pots and keep them like well moist, because I know hydrangeas love water and they don't like to dry out. So that was my kind of little tip. So I was delighted to see that they're starting to come back to life. So one of them I didn't deadhead, so I made sure to remove any of the deadheads off them, and you can see the leaves are starting to come back. So I was relieved to see that. I also have some geraniums that shouldn't really be outside because frost will kill them straight away. They don't like frost. So I need to find a little home for them. I might even just pop them in the shed until it gets a little bit warmer. Ideally, they should be kept kind of indoors this time of year, or in a greenhouse or a shed. So I'm just finishing power washing before I go on to my next favorite task, which is power washing the windows. My windows, I think it's because of all like the rain and like kind of little mini storms and stuff, but they do be just filthy, especially like this time of year. You can just, when it's sunny, you just see the dirt. So I have this handy little trinket. I think I got it in one of the hardware stores. It could have been Woody's, but as you can see, I'm really short and I hate having to get the ladder. So I got myself this like stick thing. One side is like a sponge and then the other side is the squeegee. And I'm just using vinegar spray. So half water, half vinegar, lemon essential oil, and I'm spraying that. So I power washed them first, sprayed my solution, and then I'm just using my little squeegee and my scrubber. And I have the cleanest windows on my road now. also, I treated myself to a pot stand that I saw online, and when I got it I was like, I probably could have made this myself, but I didn't have any plans. But as I was looking at this going, you know what, I probably could have bought the wood for like half the price and made this myself. But little flower pot stand, I did put it together. I was going to paint it, but the weather changed and it was a bit damp, so I had to pause my flower pot stand for the moment. I still have some work to do in the garden, but I'll give you a little look around and I'll show you what's in flower at the moment, because I've got loads of spring bulbs and stuff starting to blossom, which just gives me all of the joy. So here's a little look around the garden and what's in it at the moment, and hopefully over the next few weeks I can give it more of a spruce and bring it back to life a bit more. I don't know if my microphone picks up on the sound, but can you hear all the birds in the background? I love this time of year because it's like they all just come back from their holidays to make nest. I had to pause on my pots because it's actually gone cooler today, so I noticed that my plant stand, there was moisture in the wood, so I need to let it kind of dry out. I need like another warm day, because if I paint it, it'll trap in kind of mold, and it's not kind of good to paint damp wood. It's not damp, it's just I can feel the moisture in the air, so it's not good for painting. So wait for a nice sunny day to do your garden painting. I also want to go and get some flower pots, but we're still in level 5 and my local garden centre didn't have much when I was there, so I think I might have a little look online and see, like, I need to get some terracotta pots to replace the ones that I had broken. There's always a casualty. That's what I get for not putting them away proper. And I think I'm going to wait a week or two to do some planting, because I was looking at the weather. So when you are like planting stuff, especially kind of annuals, they're generally not frost hardy, and there's a risk of frost right the way up until like May. So I think I'm going to wait maybe a week or 2 weeks, keep an eye on the weather if it's going to snow next week, because I don't want to spend money on buying some plants and they die in the frost. So that's the risk with doing kind of gardening too early in the season. So it's nice to have a little clean up, but I will have to wait a little bit before I can do some planting. I'm not sure if I'm going to do vegetables this year. I had a shot at doing veg last year and I definitely made some mistakes and learned a few lessons, so I haven't decided what I want to grow. But if you can see behind me, my herb garden is doing really well, and I think what I use in the kitchen is like herbs and stuff, so I'm happy to kind of keep growing them, but I'm not sure what veg I'm going to grow, because there was so much I couldn't eat at all and I hate food wastage, so I have to decide on that. I'm definitely going to get some dahlia bulbs as well, so you'll see I have 2 deep buckets that I used for veg last year, and I think I'm going to put dahlias in them for cut flowers. So I'm going to get some bulbs. I know you can grow them from seed, but I've grown them from bulb before and it wasn't that much more expensive. So yes, I'm going to, that's my kind of garden plan for now. I'm not as on it as I was last year, maybe because last year lockdown was so new and like not a novelty, but you know what I mean, everyone was doing their gardening and the weather was really good, whereas the weather isn't as good. So I'm just a bit slower to start in the garden, but that's okay. I've made a head start anyway with cleaning up, and I definitely feel a bit more like, yeah, it's looking tidy. So let me know if you would like a flower pot haul. Are people into that? I am. I love a good flower pot. It'd be like a teapot haul, but like flower pot haul. let me know. And I'll show you how I paint up the plant stand and style it. I think I'm going to put it in the front of the house, in the front garden, as a nice little display. I think it'd be cute. So that is me for this week. I hope my mic isn't picking up all the wind and the birds. They make for a good soundtrack anyway. Let me know if you plan on getting outside into the garden. Nothing beats the feeling of just having a day or two in the garden and clearing away the last of winter and the leaves. It feels good for the soul. And the power washing, okay? Thumbs up for power washing. I could watch a whole video just on power washing. Anyway, you know the drill. Cheeky thumbs up, and I'll see you all in next week's video.